Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Bitcoin, double checking a couple of key factors. We're going to look at some moving averages and some important smaller time frame scenarios here, but we are looking at pretty obvious the price action did pull back as expected. We did take some profits here from some shorts as well with VeChain and Matic, so congrats to our community for that. And of course, what we want to look at here moving forward is some liquidation data, kind of see what's going on. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a quick favor, hit the like button, comment below. Absolutely appreciate that. Helps grow the channel. And at this point here, every little bit helps. So greatly appreciate that. And to those people who've been watching me for over 3 years, 3+ years, fantastic. Thank you so much. That is amazing to be able to see that. It's roughly how long I've been here on YouTube, as a matter of fact. So anyways, what I want to talk about with liquidation here, first of all, is this low 61,000 mark. We can see, as we talked about previously, this area at 62,600 and 62,000 even, both got swept really hard, okay? So there's a lot of liquidation below the price action, so that really just implies that 60,700 is a likely next target. It would make sense just to even see 60,000 even as a potential, level of retracement. It's really common for the price action to gravitate towards those large dollar marks, those even dollar marks, specifically 50, 60, 70,000. Those areas are pretty consistent. Either way you look at it, that's kind of where we're at there for the back end data. This doesn't tell us a ton. It just tells us that, hey, this next fib level here is a likely next target. Now, that could actually not be the thing, okay? So you got to keep in mind we have this bearish back test. Sorry, this could be a bullish back test, rather, of this previous descending trend line. It's really common for the price action to consolidate on a descending trend line right here exactly at that 0.382 fib. So 62,100 as discussed yesterday on my YouTube shorts. If you're not familiar, I do have shorts now on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Telegram, pretty much everything that starts with a T. You can go ahead and jump on over there and check those out. Everything's linked down below. Also, quick heads up too, recently partnered here with BTC. They're a phenomenal exchange. Consider checking them out. They got some awesome benefit rewards. While we are a BitUnix family, I like to provide alternatives in case people don't love, because not everybody loves every exchange, right? So just want to bring more opportunities for you. There's no KYC or VPN for them. They've been around for 13 years, which is saying something. That's quite a long time. Either way, check them out at your own leisure. Link down below for that. Daily time frame, we're looking at the 20-day simple moving average here. I talked about this yesterday being an important factor. Closing below that level really just tells us that we've shifted momentum, okay? It doesn't mean we're truly bearish and we can't get past that level, but if we do look at the most recent time frame here, the 20-day SMA is hanging out right there at that point of control. So 33,000, sorry, 33,000, that'd be nice. 63,500 is effectively that area of resistance, okay? So until we can close above 63.5, just say 64,000 even, I don't think we really have much of a leg to stand on to say that we're no longer bearish. Now, when I say the word bearish, it doesn't imply that you short this thing to the ground. That's not a realistic thing. It does imply, however, that we're on the wrong side of the tracks and more downside is likely. We want to presume the price is going to continue lower until it doesn't. Having said that, under 50 on the RSI, that's a pretty big deal. Money flow index is very low though, so it makes sense that we're getting somewhat of a relief rally at 62,000 because we haven't seen the money flow index this low since August. I talked about that yesterday, and when you see that, it really does imply that the price action has been pushed down for honestly too long. There's too much money coming out of this coin, and we can see here ever since what the 72,000 mark. This is April 9th. It's literally been 30 days of downtrend. Okay, so obviously we have these little glimmers of hope here and there, but generally speaking, we're still moving down. We got to presume it's going to continue. So the daily time frame doesn't tell us much in the way of reversal. It just lets us know that, hey, we're still not bullish. Okay, all right. So having said all that, we're under most moving averages minus the 50-day SMA on the 4-hour. This is generally disadvantageous. Once again, getting above that 20-day SMA is important. Even the 100-day SMA would be nice, but again, we had this bearish backtest of this horizontal trend line. Keep in mind, we were range bound for the last, what was it? It was ever since Saturday. So we were range bound majority of the week. Now that we've broken below that, we can presume this level here at 63,100 is going to be a new resistance, okay? So awesome stuff there in that regard, and I say awesome because it just makes sense as to how the price action is moving. So we're going to presume the price is going to come up here and get rejected and continue lower. That's generally the presumption, because at this point here we can see a trend here forming where the price just continues to establish lower lows and lower highs. All right, that's generally what we're looking at there. Quickly to note on the moving averages, so we can see here with RSI we're still under 50. If we break through that 63,000 barrier, we'll probably be up above 50 on the RSI, and that would generally be a positive sign. We're not there yet though, folks. Try not to celebrate prematurely. We can see stochastics kind of running flat. We can see MACD still diverging but losing a little bit of momentum. So the truth is here, the price should continue lower until it doesn't. That's really just the common narrative. We got to presume it's going to happen. I'm going to speculate that 63,000 is going to be a new resistance for us. It already proved to be one initially when we got that little retest here recently when the price worked up to about 63,000 even. This is 63,000 right there and continued lower. So we're going to have to work under the assumption that that's going to continue to be a resistance level for us, okay? So that's kind of where we're at there. Last but not least, Ichimoku Cloud. Everything shows green lights here to leave your short position open if you have one. While we didn't open a short position, we opened a couple of other shorts alternatively on some weaker altcoins and so far taken profit there. So again, let the rest ride here, folks. It does feel like shorts are still in play. There's a couple of outliers, of course. I'm going to review Solana and AVAX here soon. Both of those were exuding some bullish strength yesterday while the price was pulling back. And I want to see if we might want to consider entry at 148 for Solana and what was it, 35, 36 for AVAX. It's a different conversation altogether. Watch those videos later if you're curious. But at this point here, lagging span is still free and clear. Conversion lines below the baseline. There is zero reasons to consider a long position with Bitcoin for the moment. Okay, it hasn't broken any type of downtrend. We're still establishing lower lows, lower highs. Until we break that trend, we can presume it's going to continue here. Just note that we come back up to 63,000. We could very well see a rejection there too. So a good consideration for a short would be 63K. Again, that's just right now at this exact moment. 10, 12, 36 hours from now, we could very well see a different story, okay? So try not to attach yourself to that bias. But for the moment, we have to presume the price will continue lower until it doesn't. All right, that's the common narrative here for today. Again, with volume remaining where it's at, we're going to continue to see this here. But we are starting to see a little bit more volume in the last couple of hours that could shift the momentum. We'll see here soon. I'll reevaluate Bitcoin again later here today for our afternoon hours. I hope you all had a good learning experience here today. Thanks again for watching. Once again, feel free to check out BTCC, one of our newer partners, as well as, of course, referencing CryptoCache.tech if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCache.tech is a site linked down below. Trading Academy, Community, and Signals Group. Hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you soon. Thanks again for your time.